I'm Mike Presley, and I'm the CEO of Tangent Health. When we finished the LISA program, we finished as EKG Insights. But since then, the IP catalog and management team, including myself of EKG, were acquired by Tangent Health Global. Our IP catalogs contain patented standalone algorithms that enhance the interpretive sensitivity and specificity of various legacy medical devices. So when we entered LISA with our first offering, that was known as PlainSight, which captures and analyzes EKG signals, turning the wavelets into a 3D image of the patient's heart that shows the existence of pathology along with location and severity. That was our product going into LISA. We knew that this was a disruptive technology because we were cheaper per test than those coming from more invasive and more costly diagnostic devices, and because we were targeting communities that were underserved or totally neglected because of their lack of insurance or an ability to self-pay. What we didn't know was the vertical to enter and what would be our storyline for entering that segment of the market. In fact, we were targeting insurance companies in the beginning to assess the impact of myocarditis on their insureds who had COVID or the vaccine, because both can produce that type of cardiac pathology. So while our value differentiator was always a marketplace offering using a SaaS model, through the course of the various modules that LISA offered, we started to shift our focus onto direct sales to clinics and hospitals, which starting out was the last thing we wanted to do because of our lack of a sales staff. But our analysis of the problem while we're in LISA, which by the way was thoughtfully developed in the program, pivoted us into that direction. LISA helped us validate this change in verticals. And in general, participation in accelerators can often be a point of validation. The most important focus you should have as a startup, which LISA can offer, is the development and validation of your business model, especially if your product is designed for disruption. When we presented our new vertical and the business model that would be used to pursue market entry at pitch night, we didn't have to wait very long to learn whether we had validated our approach. Yes, we were placed in the winner's circle amongst other contenders, but a member of the audience who saw us decided to invest and acquire the technology. We needed another seed round of $1 million, and we got it within a month of completing LISA. So very importantly, if I could give you one tip to take away from this, besides dedicating your whole focus on LISA and the program, focus on your business model when you're in LISA. It's really the cornerstone for commercialization and funding. So that really, should be the emphasis, and LISA does have the tools to provide you with that kind of focus. Thank you.
I am the founder and creator of something called Backfeed Plus, which is for better, faster feedback that's based on neuroscience. So this is basically a disruption in the 360-degree feedback area, of which there's a market of about $6 billion US. And what we have found, I'm a master certified coach and I've run a company for 16 years. And we came in with an MVP, with a minimum viable product. And, I would echo, my counterpart Michael's comments about the business model. So really, I think one of the most valuable things for me in this whole process was the network of other entrepreneurs, was my mentor in the process, and which really brought me into speaking to my key potential investors and end users. So from that, we really learned a lot. If I would give one piece of advice as well about maybe what not to do, sometimes there are people that don't have an idea but want to become part of your team. And I would just say choose wisely. So just because somebody says that they want to be part of your team, we found that we had a couple of people that, said they wanted to be there, but were really there in name only, and were kind of dragging the process down. So choose your teams wisely. Definitely, reach out and with open arms to people who are enthusiastic, but who actually do something that they have to contribute. So since LISA, we have another 25 clients, several of which are in the Fortune 500. where we're doing pilots of Backfeed Plus as one of the pieces of an HR tech suite, tech stack. And we're also working with the Department of Justice, which seems like an unlikely place, but they have a lot of different areas, especially in nonprofits, where they're supporting. So this has been an amazing journey. I think the networking alone is worth it. It can be a lot of effort, but I think it is well worth it. And truly, I found the most value with the one-to-one discussions with with my mentor, and then the subsequent contacts, including Professor Sarah Sul, that that he ultimately offered to me. So we also had we were in the winner's circle for cohort 2, along with Michael and others, and we're really inspired by that. So congratulations, Michael. I hadn't heard that news about your acquisition, so fingers crossed for us.
So I'm Dev Mukherjee. I'm based in Mumbai, India. So I run a food business where we provide customized solutions to large hotel chains, restaurant chains, and catering companies. Where with our solutions, the companies can reduce the cost of operations, or they can actually reduce the dependency on skilled labor. So like they don't need specialized cooks and chefs to execute the same food. And it's a very disruptive concept in the food industry, because traditionally the industry has been driven by chefs and cooks across the world, whichever country you go. When we entered Lisa this time last year, we already had a product, a lot of products out or developed for our clients in the market. We had like 1 or 2 customers, but when we entered Lisa, we realized that most of our customers used to actually feel threatened by our products, because it's the same chefs and cooks that we go and market and say that hey, look, by using our products, maybe you don't need more chefs and cooks. So the same guys, so we were in a bit of a dichotomy, that how do we we know that we have a great product, we know that we can take it to the market, there is a response. And when we entered Lisa, like I said, that we already had the product there. Where we were lacking is, how to really, market that product effectively to the right set of clients. And we had 2 awesome design thinking practitioners who really helped us. And we went through this whole 12 to 15 weeks journey with them, where we defined, client by client, what should be our strategy, how should we approach them. And, those things really helped us. And we really use all of those learnings even today when we hire new people, train new teams. And one of the biggest benefits that we managed is that we were really starving for funds when we were in Lisa. We were really looking to raise some venture capital or any form of capital. But somehow or the other, employing some of these methods we learned in Lisa, we actually delayed that problem. So we suddenly managed to get more clients, more business, and things picked up. So yes, it's been great. I had a great time working with the whole team, especially I remember Deepthi and Edward on the night before the final pitch. They took time out because I could not join them earlier. And when I pitched when I showed them my presentation, I think both of them came and said, this is not going to work. It's not good. And then the whole night, and they gave me all the inputs, and the whole night I turned that presentation around. And then in the morning I managed to present, and things came out quite well. And it's the same pitch I keep on using to my clients. It does work. And like Libby mentioned that, when you're coming into this process, you actually don't know what is going to happen. Sometimes it feels quite stupid to do things. Sometimes it feels unnecessary, but I would suggest that we do everything. Get your teams involved. I involved most of my teammates in my company. At least they used to listen into the sessions, and some of them used to participate. It's very important, because whatever you learn, you need to have the buy-in of the entire team within your organization for it to be effective. So thank you again. And my contacts are there with the team. If anybody wants to reach out to me for any guidance or advice, happy to share my experience anytime. Thank you.
I was hearing all of you, all of these great people talking about Lisa and all the things they have done. And I was thinking about this journey. When they talk about a journey, you have to think about a schedule. And I will try to define Lisa as your schedule. You have to go step by step. I remember when we make this first idea of Mexicrowd, I entered the Lisa. Before Lisa, I entered the lead program, and I was telling everyone, well, Lisa is like this compound of everything. Well, you will see all your ideas or your MVP product to become a reality. What about today's Mexicrowd? Because I want to be all honor you about what we're doing. Is that we are almost becoming a bank in Mexico. There is a fintech law in Mexico, and maybe in 1 month or 2 months we will be ready to become a little bank, but it's a bank. We have gathered more than our portfolio right now. It's almost $3.5 million, and this idea that just become like an idea, like this dream that everyone has, it becomes a reality. I want to encourage you. It's a dream. It's your dream. You have to take care about it. As I was telling you, like a baby, step by step. You have to take every step like it will be your idea. You're to become what you are right now. So this is just amazing what happens between the first cohort, the second cohort. And remember, this is, and I am again telling you, it's your idea, your dream. You have to take the most out of it. Other thing that helped us a lot, I remember my crew team and help us all the Fortnite shows. We were so nervous about what we were going to talk about, but they encouraged us to go and see where we were at. So it was just amazing. So I encourage you to do whatever you have to do so this dream become your journey. So thank you so much. And whatever you need, all the team and myself will be happy to help you whatever I can do for you.